So you really liked my analysis video. Thank you, because oh my god, I was really scared and very insecure of this video before posting it. I had never done anything like this before, and I quite literally thought that I was talking bullshit and making no sense half the time. It was very unexpected, and I appreciate it a lot. Today I am going to be focusing on my favourite Lovejoy song, Normal People Things. This is my favourite song that Lovejoy have ever released, and I think it is heavily underrated. And before people come crying in my comments, you want a scoundrel's analysis, I hear you, I see you, I'm not ignoring you, and I will be analysing it, probably next. The only reason why I wanted to do this song first is because I'm very comfortable with it and the way I perceive it. I just want to be nerdy about my favourite Lovejoy song, that's basically it. So I hope you enjoy this deep dive. And again, here's a warning, so read this if you actually care. The title of this song, Normal People Things, is pretty self-explanatory. It's talking about things that people do which are described as normal, and something which normal people would do in their everyday lives. Wilbur actually listed these said normal people things in a newsletter in 2023. This list, word for word, was shopping, showering, occupying space, panic attacks, etc. I think it's very interesting that panic attacks were included in this. Panic attacks being in a list of very normal activities like shopping is highlighting how normal mental health struggles are, even if they are often hidden. Although I also think this title is quite ironic. The wording, normal people things, is the kind of thing that someone would say if they didn't think they were actually particularly normal. Someone who believes they are weird and don't fit into society might need to go shopping and they turn to their friend and say, I'm about to go do normal people things. So I think the wording is quite interesting in that way too. The introduction line of this song is really interesting. The first line of this entire song is Panic Attack, the backing track. Panic attack, the backing track. As I literally just said, Wilbur described panic attacks as a normal everyday activity. Wilbur has stated that he suffers from panic attacks, mostly due to his hypochondria, something he's had since he was a child. So basically something he's dealt with his whole life, which is why he is describing a panic attack as the backing track. Panic attacks are so normal to him that he views them as being in the background. The second line, a background hum for cerebellum, is continuing the idea that panic attacks are in the background, describing them as a background hum. The cerebellum is the back part of the brain which coordinates and regulates muscle activity. So him describing that his panic attacks and anxiety are a background hum for his cerebellum, to me is almost like him saying this isn't a one-off thing. So much so that the anxiety is just now normal and just a part of him, to the point of it just being a background hum. This whole second part, oh what a blessing to meet someone like you, with eyes as dead as mine it's fine, it's normal people things just to lie here in silence. This whole bit has got a meaning, and I think that it's very cool. So I'm going to go more into the reasoning as to why I feel this way with the rest of the lyrics, obviously. But I very much think this song is about finding comfort in someone else who is just as weird as you. Knowing and being close with someone who won't judge you because they too also have these weird traits. And these traits could mean anything in society. Back when I was at school, I dealt with a lot of things like bullying, and I really struggle making friends. One of the big reasons for these things being due to my anxiety and being autistic. So when I'm with someone else who is also autistic, it brings you a sense of comfort because you both have this supposed abnormal thing. And this is the same for a bunch of other things, like how I'm transgender, how I'm gay, how I may have interests that aren't as common as others. These are all things that are different to supposed normal people, things that set me back from the rest of society. But when I'm with someone else who shares these same differences, I feel an immediate sense of comfort and safety, even if I don't know them very well. And I believe this song is about that. Oh, what a blessing to meet someone like you. Oh, what a blessing to meet someone like you. Is talking about that, talking about how good it feels to meet someone else who doesn't feel like they necessarily fit into the rest of society. With eyes as dead as mine, it's fine. With eyes as dead as mine, it's fine. Describing someone as having dead eyes is normally an implication of depression or another mental health condition, making me believe the supposed weird thing that this video is focusing on is poor mental health and depression. We'll be talking about what a blessing it is to meet someone else who shares issues with their mental health, how they both share such a sensitive issue, and how much safety that provides. This is Normal People Things, just to lie here in silence.
It's normal people things just to lie here in silence.
I believe the silence is symbolism for dropping the mask, dropping that performative state, and actually being able to be yourself, showing that they don't need to be performative anymore, that they are simply enjoying each other's company, and that they feel safe with one another, so safe that they could lie there in silence. The next lines take this mental health and depression concept further, spending days in, self-medicating.
Spending days in, self-medicating.
Shows to me how these two people have withdrawn from society, that they are staying together in the comfort of each other. The self-medicating line, however, to me implies that their closeness and bond isn't just based on shared hobbies or interests, but in a shared need to numb their pain. That their relationship is the self-medicating. I believe it also goes into how this kind of relationship can be a bit unhealthy, how the two of them are enabling each other to escape from the world and rely on one another instead of getting help. Unpleasant aftertaste also goes into this.
Unpleasant aftertaste.
A lot of love songs might say sweet aftertaste when it comes to their significant other, so it's saying unpleasant aftertaste instead is admitting that their love is messy, how it's the bitter reality of two people trying to survive together, despite the unhealthy implications. But even though it's unhealthy, it's better for them to be together than fight this alone. The line, we think the same, play different games, goes even more into those mental health struggles.
We think the same, play different games.
These two have such a connection and such a similarity with their mental health struggles that they think the same. However, despite them thinking the same, they are playing different games, suggesting that although their internal pain is the same, their external coping mechanisms or games are different. Then we get to the chorus, which is so catchy and it's amazing. Hold your breath, I'll make it worth the wait. I have reason to believe that this chorus is almost Wilbur talking to this other person, trying to calm them down from a panic attack or an anxiety attack. Telling the other person to hold their breath is him trying to get them to calm down their rapid breathing from a panic attack. But it's also him trying to tell them that everything's okay, that they can relax and that it's fine, and that their bond and relationship will be worth the wait. That getting through this difficult patch in their lives will be worth it. Hold your breath to your chest and come back and see me is continuing that. He's telling the other person that they can survive and get through this, and when they do, he will still be there. That this person can survive whatever they're going through, and once it's over, they can come back to him, to safety. That this will all be worth it. It's worth the shared understanding and the silence. It's worth the vulnerability that they have together. Okay, so this section is probably my favorite part from the whole song, and the meaning is super cool too.
You rubbed the makeup off my neck that I was using to hide the stubble rush I gave myself while shaving. Yes, it's probably a razor thing, but honestly it's harmless and I refuse to let the sensitive skin winnow up.
This whole concept of Wilbur hiding a hurt part of him with makeup is another metaphor for masking his pain and his mental health struggles. And the fact that this person he's close with is the one rubbing the makeup off shows yet again how they are vulnerable with one another and aren't afraid to show each other their emotional pain. Saying it's probably a razor thing, to me almost sounds like someone downplaying their pain. Saying it's just a razor thing gives off the same energy of someone saying they are just tired when they are asked how they are. Saying it's harmless and that he refuses to let the sensitive skin win is also a metaphor to show he acknowledges he has sensitive skin, or in this case, that that he is emotionally sensitive, being easily hurt by the world, but he is refusing to let that sensitive side win. That just because he's sensitive, it doesn't mean he's not going to stop fighting. But I also could be looking into this way too much, and he's just talking about how bad he is at shaving, because what the hell is this? That's basically all the song lyrics I wanted to cover, since the rest of the song is mostly repeated, but it's a super interesting song, and I love the meaning of it. Just to be clear, this section is much shorter, but it's for a good reason. When I analysed with Rob as my witness and that music video, it was consistently a different thing. When it comes to normal people things, a lot of it is very, very similar to one another, so it's a lot less to analyse. But I love the music video of this song, it is so cool. This entire music video is set in potentially one of the most awkward normal people things that exist: family photos. Family photos are described as a normal activity, but the results of them are often stiff, uncomfortable, and very fake, perfectly mirroring the song's theme of trying to act normal whilst feeling uncomfortable and out of place. Through the entire music video, basically, the whole band are completely still and are completely neutral. But then when it gets to the second chorus, they completely break out of this normality, showing the band being themselves, with the dancing and the smiling, you know, they're just being silly. And it is a huge contrast from the rest of the music video. But at the end, it completely stops yet again, and they go back into that masked, still, neutral state, showing no matter what, they still need to mask who they really are to fit in. It is a super cool music video, and such a cool meaning. As I said, there isn't a huge amount to talk about with it. If you've watched the music video, you would see why. Rob as My Witness has so many different scenes, whilst a lot of the scenes for normal people things are quite repetitive, but it is still an amazing music video and the meaning is still great. I love it. It's so, so cool. Overall, my final thoughts is that this song is very much not about being normal. It is literally the complete opposite of what it says it is. This song is about dealing with things that are not considered normal, such as depression, and then finding someone else who also doesn't fit into society, and the comfort and warmth you feel with one another when you both understand each other's problems. How this other person can feel like home and can make you feel normal being with them, even if the relationship isn't necessarily healthy. I think it's a very sweet and very well thought out message. It's normal to feel these things, it's normal to be depressed. It's a normal people thing, you know? It is an amazing song. I love it so much. I love the meaning of it. And I really hope I did it justice. When Lovejoy finally come on tour again in Europe, I am so excited to potentially hear this song live. It will be a core memory. It means so much to me. The song is so, so great. If you see the song differently, please let me know in the comments. I'm really, really interested to hear your thoughts. I would love to get different interpretations of this song. And as I said before, yes, a Scoundrels analysis is coming, I promise you. I saw the demand. Thank you so much for enjoying my little ramble about this song, and I will see you soon.